Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I always forget what day it is, and I have to look at. How's everybody doing? Feel free to say hello in the chat. Let's see who's here today. Lucy says, "Hey, everybody." Christine, happy Wednesday. Debbie, good morning from Arizona. Cool. I bet it's hot there. Greetings, Lori. Christy, good morning from Minnesota. I bet it's not hot there. Lotus, good morning from New York with the sun. Is it sunny in New York today? Is it always sunny in Philadelphia? Hi, Lisa. Good morning, Kylie from California with another sun. It's sunny here today. It was chilly this morning. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Marjorie. Nicole, good morning from Minnesota. Welcome. Welcome. Matthew, hey, once again. Hope things have been going well. Always. Always. It's your choice how things are going. Lotus, it is sunny and beautiful in New York. Lovely. Mari, hello, neighbor from Elgin. I was in Elgin last night. Hi, Sophia. Lotus, a bit chilly as well, but lovely day. Cal, good morning from Wisconsin. Christine, it's sunny and beautiful here in Philly. Christine, do you know that show? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if you would like it. Maxine, hi from Manchester with the rain. Awesome, nice to see you. Tiffany, hello and good evening. I'm going to say this wrong. Brunei? How do I say that? I feel like I saw you before and you, I don't know. I did say it right. Cool. That's not common, but I did it. My name is Jacqui Mancuso. If you guys don't know me, if it's your first time, I'm an astrologer. We're going to talk about astrology. Go figure. And then we're going to pull some oracle cards to see how to best utilize the energy, how the energy wants to be utilized. Carrie, hello from Frankfurt. Cindy, good morning. How was that full moon for everybody? How was it? It was nuts. That full moon was on Monday. We had a full moon at 27 degrees of Aquarius. If you missed the Insight Timer session, I always record my stuff and I put it on my YouTube channel. So you are more than welcome to rewatch. You just search my name on YouTube if you want to rewatch any of my sessions. Yeah, look at Martina Leanne says that full moon was very tense. Christy, intense. Lucy says wacky. Matthew, it was very beautiful. Charlotte loved it. Awesome. Cindy, it was more than nuts. Yeah, so we had that full moon with multiple T-squares. If you had a crazy, crazy time and you would like to use astrology in retrospect, yeah, rewatch that video because it explains a lot. I felt a lot of drama in my life. I felt a lot of heightened emotions. I had a lot of interesting discoveries as far as information around my universe. Sophia says it was batshit crazy. I love that you put that as one word. It's all one word. Melinda, very beautiful, but lots of ups and downs for me. Hello, April. Yeah, it was all around my perspective was nuts. I was feeling it and I was seeing it in the people around me. And I thought it was interesting. I got a text from one of my high school friends. And for perspective, like this guy has no interest in woo-woo at all. Like he thinks I'm nuts. And he texted me after the full moon and he's like, what is there behind this man period that I've heard about? Because he gets emotional once a month. And then in retrospect, he always realizes it was at a full moon. It was really interesting to hear from a normal person reaching out to get my opinion because of this full moon. That's really funny. That's really funny. Lisa says it looked amazing here in the UK. I felt energized this full moon. I don't normally on a full moon. Sweet. Charlotte says it's a great time to release all that no longer serves you. Let that poop emoji go. That's so funny. So funny. Mary Alice, I've been feeling like a wet cat. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of stuff came up this full moon. But like it's supposed to. Like it sucks, right? You got to go through it. You got to sit with your shit and then you'll go through it. And actually, at the end of what I'm going to talk about today, there's some advice about how to handle it. But yeah, life is cool. Life is great. Matthew definitely had some things to sort out. They got sorted in a chaotic way. Things are better now. Thank you, Uranus. A lot of Uranus action. Debbie, crazy all around, wanted to hide. Hi, Nancy. So what we're here to talk about today is Virgo season. Virgo season begins tomorrow, which is Thursday, August 22nd. The sun will enter Virgo around 10 a.m. Central Time. The sun will be in Virgo until September 22nd. 1 month. Debbie's a Virgo sun. Awesome. Virgo is a mutable earth sign. Mutable. M-U-T-A-B-L-E. Mutable. It's the zodiac sign that wraps up summer and prepares us for autumn. That's the role of all the mutable signs. They always fall at the end of a season, spring, summer, autumn, winter, and they hold the energy of review and preparation. So Virgo, being mutable earth, serves as an energy to help us review and prepare our tangible physical world, earthly things, for the coming autumn season. Virgo is known to be a bit of a perfectionist. And how can it not be, right? Virgo is the sign that prepares us for Libra season, and Libra is the sign of beauty. Just saying. Virgo knows that beauty is in the details. It's the little things. So over the next month, you might find yourself placing more attention, more focus on the little things. Just watch yourself. Watch yourself. There's a fine line between being particular and being over analytical. There's a fine line between having attention to detail and becoming obsessive. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet that governs our mind, our thoughts, our mental processing. Virgo season can be a lovely time to healthily analyze your life. Okay, there is a way to analyze something without over-analyzing. Virgo season can be a lovely time to set boundaries for the questions you're going to answer, to set boundaries for how far you'll allow yourself to go down the rabbit hole of analyzing, and to set boundaries on how long you'll allow yourself to ponder. I recommend keeping an intention in mind before you mentally dive into a topic. So Virgo energy is analytical, and this is a tool that's available to you during Virgo season. But again, watch yourself. Tools in themselves are not good or bad. Having the energy of having analytical energy around you is not a bad thing unless you overdo it. If your intention, and I'm just going to use a pretty broad example, if your intention is to figure out logically which option is best for you on a particular topic, what I recommend is giving yourself some parameters. First, define best, right? You got to be particular. Use your Virgo perfectionist qualities. What does best mean? Let's redefine which option is best. Maybe which option brings me more freedom. Then analyze. But watch yourself. If you've been analyzing for 20 minutes on which option brings me more freedom, and you find yourself thinking about how the kids on the playground made you feel 30 years ago, maybe catch yourself and realize that you're no longer thinking about freedom in your current reality. Does that make sense? Matthew says, sounds like the perfect timing for me to work on this. That's great. Hello, Elena. Virgo energy is analytical. That's the gift that it gives to the zodiac. But boundaries are needed, so you don't send yourself off the deep end. And I do recognize that the description for this class on Insight Timer, I wrote all about Virgo being the sign of service. Are you serving out of joy or obligation? And I haven't even touched on service. I'm just going to say this out loud for always. Astrology is extremely complex and vast, and it's really difficult to get all my information out in this kind of setting, right? I could talk about Virgo energy for like hours and hours, and I can keep diving down this rabbit hole of Virgo and this rabbit hole of Virgo. So when I sat down to make my notes this morning, it was all of this like analyzing that came through. However, Virgo season, Virgo is the sign of service as well. And here's Jacqui in the raw. No notes, but I kind of want to talk about this. We are still in this Mercury retrograde phase. Mercury retrograde began at the beginning of August 5th, and it started at 4 degrees of Virgo. So we began Mercury retrograde with the mind reviewing our service. Are we serving out of obligation, or are we serving out of joy? Since then, Mercury has moved back into Leo, and we are now reviewing, do I still desire this? Do I still want this? So with Virgo season being the sign of service, I believe that, this season we might have like a gift from Mercury retrograde happening before Virgo season, because we've already reviewed, why am I doing this? Why am I helping this person? Why am I serving? Why am I being nice in this way, right? Why am I giving my love to others? So maybe give yourself a little bit more permission to soften and serve this Virgo season, because we've already had that quick little review. If you tune into the Mercury retrograde in Leo energy right now, and you allow yourself to healthily analyze your desires, I'm holding my tongue on that one, because your heart's desires are going to be different than your mental processing. This is why boundaries are important, because you can use the tool of your mind to work through your heart's desires. I feel like this Virgo season might feel a little bit more heart service led than Virgo seasons of the past, because of the Mercury retrograde that prepared us for this. I hope that made sense, and I hope that didn't just add a bunch of random information. Lisa says, interesting, I have no planets in Virgo and nothing opposite in Pisces either. 7th house though. I love that September Virgo back to school feeling. That's cool, Matthew. Thanks for your honesty. I did lose it a bit. You know what? Let's tuck that away, and we're going to move back to the notes that I made. So that was Virgo season. I also want to make mention of a square that will be exact as the sun enters Virgo tomorrow. Hi, Sarah, with the sun. So tomorrow, we have a square between Venus at 21 degrees of Virgo and Mars at 21 degrees of Gemini. Venus, the divine feminine, in the sign of details, feeling tension with Mars, the planet of action and ambition, in the sign of options and ideas. This aspect can bring you very much into your head. Venus in Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Mars in Gemini, also ruled by Mercury. This is like a battle of the mind. the divine feminine in a mental sign, squaring the divine masculine in a mental sign. And so both of these planets are in signs that are ruled by Mercury. What is Mercury doing? While there's so much action going on in the two signs that he rules, Mercury is retrograde. He's not even thinking straight. Mercury is in review mode. Do I really want this? Do I really think this? Do I really believe this? Do I really need this? This Venus-Mars square can cause some inner tension between the masculine and the feminine parts of yourself. We all have masculine and feminine parts to us, regardless if you're a dude or a girl. This is going to cause some tension between the part of you that wants to act and give, masculine, and the part of you that wants to receive, feminine. It can feel like there's a part of you that really wants to act on an idea. Mars in Gemini, acting on your ideas. You might really want to take action, make a move on something that's been brewing up here in your mind. And there's a part of you that's only receiving bits and pieces of the whole picture. Venus in Virgo, Venus, the divine feminine, Virgo, details, analytical. So I feel like Venus in Virgo is being like, yeah, I want this, but I don't want this. And Venus might be being a little bit overly analytical. Technically, in this square, Mars has the larger orbit because Mars is further from the sun. And when we have aspects like this, the planet with the larger orbit holds the energy that's going to be felt more strongly. But just a touch, in this aspect, just a touch. Mars is just 2 planets away from Venus. So, but Mars is also amplified by Jupiter right now. Jupiter is the planet that expands. He intensifies where he is. He's intensifying the desire of Mars to act on this idea, to move forward with this idea, to do something with what's brewing in your mind. So, my advice to alleviate this tension, communicate. Communicate. Use the mercurial energies and communicate. Speak, write, text, journal, scream. Just communicate. And that will alleviate this mental pressure, this mental cycling that you're feeling right now. Express, right? Mercury retrograde is in Leo, the sign of expression. This whole heavy communication, heavy mental energy has been coming up a lot. And I'm noticing it in my own life. The more I just speak freely and I share without trying to control the outcome, it always works out. And it's been super interesting. So if you're cycling about something, talk about it, express the energy, move the energy, and then allow the universe to put it in place where it needs to go. Matthew says big thumbs up on that one. April agrees. Yeah, that's a pattern for me. I tend to overanalyze in my mind, and I'm like, oh, no one's going to know what I'm thinking. No one's going to be able to help me. I got to figure this out on my own. That was that Aquarius full moon, right? I'm so unique. I'm the only one with this problem. I'm the only one that knows how to handle what I'm thinking right now. It's BS. Talk about it. Talk about it and wait. You also don't always get your answers immediately after speaking. Sometimes it takes a minute to process, and that's the beautiful space. Matthew, them feels. So I'm gonna use 2 different oracle decks to ask 2 different questions. Cool. Christy says speaking the truth today. I'm glad that this is resonating with you guys. Lucy, yep, same here with the overanalyzing in the head. Thanks for the advice. The importance of journaling in my life, I can't even put into words. Just getting it out of your head in somewhere concrete is insane. Anyway, so we're going to use 2 different decks to ask 2 different questions. We're first going to ask about Virgo season, and then we're going to ask about the mental pressure. Sage is relating to wanting to take action, but kind of not. Talk about it. Express it through your communication. Write about it. So we're going to use the Ancient Stones Oracle. And we're going to ask for advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. So feel free to send your energy into this deck. I always do group readings. Virgo season, while we use the tool of analyzing, what advice do you have for us to do it effectively and healthily? If this is your first time, we always do group readings here. Again, no, that was 4. Okay. We always do group readings, and I allow 3 cards to fall out of the deck for us. And then the whole reading is for everybody, so the whole reading is going to make sense congruently, like all the cards kind of speak with each other. However, I like to give you guys a playground to play with your intuition. What is intuition? It's the way that you tap into the energies of the universe. So I'm going to hold up the backs of the 3 cards, and if one of the cards feels slightly different, slightly off, that could be that card just holds a deeper meaning for you, that there's like a stronger message. If you feel nothing, your intuition's not broken, okay? It's not broken. Just means that the whole reading is equal for you today. Sophia, this is the Ancient Stones Oracle. Amy, hey, sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Does that count? 100%. You know, I haven't said this in a long time. I used to say this every time. You're never late to my sessions. I'm just going to put it that way. You're never late to anything. Whatever time you show up is the time that you were meant to arrive. So if you missed something, just wasn't for you in this moment. However, I do record all these sessions, so if you want to hear what I talked about with the astrology, check out my YouTube channel later today. It'll be up. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the backs of the 3 cards. You're going to see the same card back image 3 times, and then let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you. And I'll show them. I'll show them one more time. I'm whispering a lot today. I'll show them one more time just in case. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let's see who is working with which cards. I'm not very familiar with this particular deck. I have other Rebecca Campbell decks, so I like her style, but I've only used this deck like a handful of times. Hi, Bonnie. All right, Sophia's working with 2 and 3, Sage 2, Nancy 2 and 3, Cat 1. I'm sorry, Mansura? I hope I said that right. M3, Martina Leanne 1. Lucy Bothersome Fly on 1. I looked up fly energy the other day because there were multiple flies just landing on me, and I thought I was going to get the energy that flies are bothersome and pesty and all this, but the energy that I got from researching the fly is that they do what they want. They have no shame. You're eating that hot dog. I'm going to come over here and land on this hot dog because I want it right now. That's the energy that I was getting from fly. So just saying. It was really interesting. Elena 1, Amy heart skipped a beat at 3, Nicole 1 and 2, Matthew for me it was 3, Cindy 1 and 2, April 1 and 3, Lisa all 3, Mimi 1, Sarah 1, 2, then 3, Lori 2, 3, Bonnie 2, 3, Christine all 3, Chantel 1 heart, 3 tension and jaw, Tracy 1, Suzanne 1, Lotus 1 and 2, Nicole 2. Someone asked last time, like, oh, which cards resonate with you, Jacqui? And there's something about it. I didn't want to say it last time. I'll tell you guys what I got today. Card 1 for me has to do with a partnership. It has to do with a relation, a one-on-one just interaction. And then card 3 was a sigh, a let go. We'll see what that means. All right, so advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Card number 1, good luck, auspicious, wishes granted, blessings. This is the card of good fortune and positive outcomes. What's your heart's deepest desire? If you could make one wish, what would it be? Stones have long been associated with good luck and prosperity for the beholder. From myths about touching or kissing stones to bring good fortune, to wearing lucky charms made out of white quartz crystal. One stone steeped in such stories as Mutable in Cornwall, UK, which features on this card. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong. Mutable is a Cornish phrase that translates to the stone with the hole, and it was believed that those who could touch the 2 standing stones either side of it while simultaneously looking through the hole would be blessed with good fortune. The good luck card is a welcome one to pull. It's a great big sign that things are working in your favor. This could be in the present time, or it could be calling you forth from your future. Keep doing what you're doing because things are really coming together. It could also be a sign that you are in a period of your life or a moment in time where you have found flow, ease, abundance, and power. It's harvest time, and things are really going to work out in your favor. Make the most of this period of expansion. Get clear on what you want and get ready to receive it. New opportunities are on the horizon. A blessed path is appearing before you. Gifts, favors, and helpful people are gathering. Right now, life is really on your side. Get ready to receive it while it's here. Okay, so advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Keep in mind that you are receiving everything that you want. Just convince yourself that everything that you want, you just got to speak it and it's going to show up in one way or another. You are so deserving of receiving literally whatever it is that you want. If you spend your time analyzing, well, why don't I have it? Well, why haven't I had it in the past? Well, what has prevented me from getting it before? You're going to give too much energy to those thoughts. You're going to give so much energy to the what if it doesn't work out? What if this is fleeting? What if this doesn't have longevity? What if? What if this is the beginning of the greatest story of your life? What if you got to tell the universe what you want and then you watched it unfold and you watched it happen? Plan for the party, April. 100%. Sarah's ancestors are from Cornwall. You're a descent of Cornish, English, and Portuguese. That's great. So advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. I have one meditation on my Insight Timer page. It's a prosperity and abundance affirmation track. And what I did, I didn't steal this. I learned this technique from a guy named Mark Atwood. His thing is instead of whatever, ask yourself questions in the, this is too much. I have too much in my brain right now. Why does everything always work out for me? Why have I been able to create the life that I desire? Why has it been so easy for me to get XYZ in my life? Why am I so blessed to have this? When you start asking yourself, why am I receiving everything that I want? Why have I already called in everything that I want? Why am I so lucky? Why do things always work out for me? Then your mind is forced to answer your question, and it's forced to find the proof of why you have everything that you want. Are you using your mind in the opposite way? Why am I always alone? Why am I always sad? Why am I always tired? Then you're gonna find answers to why your life sucks. Assume that you already have made it, because you have. Quick side anecdote. I keep asking my cards, this has been the last few weeks, I keep asking my cards, how do I ensure that XYZ is going to work out in my favor? How do I make sure that I'm going to be on the right track here? And the message that I keep getting is just ask for what you want. Just get clear on what you want. Just script what you want. Write down what you want. So that's what I've been purposefully doing. And wow, you know what I didn't notice is that card is the card box image. It's the main image. I'm not Rebecca Campbell, so I don't know why this one's on the cover, but I always assume it's like the most meaningful card, or like the artist's favorite card, or the author's favorite card. Yeah. Matthew, do you post the cards from the streams? I have been enjoying them for a while now. So the cards, what happens with that is I take pictures of, oops, I almost showed you the next card. I take pictures of the book and I send it to my friend Bonnie. And Bonnie then transcribes that and puts it into the group that I have on Insight Timer. So if you want to reread the card descriptions, go into my Insight Timer teacher profile, click on the link that says Our Spiritual Community. That's the name of my group. You're welcome, Matthew. So yeah, you can always reread, or the YouTube replays are there to re-watch. Sophia, I want to graduate from what? There's a book from, I always say this name wrong, Nietzsche, called Why Am I So Clever? There you go. Christine, right back to that attention goes where energy flows. That's been strong. That's been strong for me for the last few weeks. Sarah, why am I so creative and artistic and vibrate and have no anxiety? And I don't worry about what others think. And I'm not afraid to take up space. Yeah, why? Why are you like that? And then your mind, the tool of your mind, will start to look for proof. It's forced to ask. Oh, love that. Okay. More advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Wow, I like this already. It has nothing to do with card number 2. That was just, I really liked what came out of card number 1. Card number 2, Dancing with Stones. Movement, teamwork, partnership. One of the best known stone circles in Scotland is the Callanish stones on the Isle of Lewis, erected 5,000 years ago. While the purpose of this cross-shaped site has been lost to time, it's believed that it may have been used for celestial rituals. Every 18.6 years, the moon dips particularly low over hills to the south, and its light is channeled to the stones in an otherworldly display, almost as if heaven is dancing with the earth. That sounds so beautiful. The message of this card is to appreciate the steady pillars of union, partnership, and teamwork. It invites us to not stay fixed in our views or planning, and instead to dance with life itself. Anyone who's danced in a group knows there's such power in collective movement. However, In order to access it, the group needs to work together. How are you being called to listen more to other people? What ways are you being called to flow with what is? How can you collaborate more effectively with others and work together as a team? This could be with your colleagues, your friends, or your family at home. When we soften our individual will and our ideas about how things should be, and instead see ourselves as part of a beloved group, what we then create can be multiplied. And when we work together for a common purpose, it's much sweeter when we achieve it. Celebration is more fun, and each moment of the journey is too. Sage, all caps. Yes, such resonance. Dance emoji, party emoji. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season: communicate with others and let others in. What kept coming up during this was my resistance to telling people, or my resistance to having people tell me what I need to do. I have so much resistance to support. Let me do it. Leave me alone. I'm a big girl. I got it. I don't need your help. Until I ask for your help, that's when you can come in. Advice for analyzing ourselves: get other people's opinions and take it with a grain of salt, okay? Take it with a grain of salt, but other people's opinions can clue you into your own blind spots. It's beautiful that other people have different life experiences that bring them to see the world in different ways. We just talked about this on Monday when it came to looking at how other people live their lives, right? Allowing other people's life experience to have an impact and influence on your life, not to dictate your life, but allowing other people's life experience to have an influence on your life. If you are trying to get to the bottom of a problem, if you use the same mindset to solve the problem as you did to create the problem, you're going to continue down the same path of that problem. So maybe you do need to allow the universe to bring you people who have a different mindset than you. Does that make sense? Talk about your feelings. Talk about what you think about yourself to other people, and let your walls down. Allow them to respond to you in a way that they would analyze themselves. You might be able to see something that you've never seen before. Christy, sometimes I use how instead of why. Like, how is it that I've manifested exactly what I want? I like that too. Yeah, Lisa and Sarah like that, Christy. Matthew says, I feel I have to make more time for myself to do the things I need to do. So do it. Christine, yep, there is so much wisdom to receive from other people's experiences. Absolutely. That's why I love the work that I do, right? Like I do this on Insight Timer. I talk and it's just me sharing my wisdom, but then I also coach people on the side. And I learn so much about myself by hearing them talk through how they're handling their problems, what emotions are coming up in them. But what I really got from this card is to be more open with your own stuff. Share, hey, I'm going through this and I don't really know what's happening, and what do you think? And I can feel this in my life. I'm going through a big change. And at first I told all my friends, like, don't give me advice. I got this. I'm figuring it out. I don't want to hear from you. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I did that so harshly. I love you. And yeah, this is telling me now it's time to soften. It's time to start explaining, not explaining. It's time to start sharing with others and be open to receive. Venus in Virgo. Are you picking apart? I just want to receive this bit. I just want to receive the advice that puts me down the path that I want to go down. So guilty. Calling myself out so hard. So hard. Shoot. Is this? Am I dumb? Wow. Okay. Sarah says, Matthew, how is it you have so much time for yourself to do the things you need to do? Yes, yes, Sarah, look at that, flipping it. How is it that I have so much time to do the things I want to do? Sophia, I love that. I feel it's a powerful reminder because in this crazy changing times, some of us tend to get into tunnel vision, forgetting the team around us. Yes. Thank you, Christine. Apologies accepted. Yeah. Sophia, yeah, but it was what you needed to do and you're so allowed to. I thank you. I know. Nothing is permanent, right? Just because I said I need a minute to all my friends doesn't mean I hate you forever. It just means let me figure out what I'm figuring out. Yeah, I'm great. Okay, card number 3. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Card number 3 is the edge. Take a chance. Do something different. There are a few places more exhilarating than where stone meets sea at the edge of a coastal cliff. Below you, the water is lapping before you. The sun is rising or setting on the horizon, and around you, a wild wind may be blowing. All the elements are there as you stand on the edge of something at the beginning of something too, something new. The vast horizon encourages us to see things from a different point of view. It whispers promises of new possibilities, of being and trying something new, of leaping into the void of what might be. However, what might be cannot be dreamed into without first releasing the certainty of what once was, of gathering up our courage to try something new. The Edge card is a symbol of truly living, of finding the courage to be bold and leap. It beckons us to be brave, to have no regrets, to take a chance and do something unexpected, to try doing something different, to step out into the unknown. Maybe you feel that a change is coming, or perhaps you're feeling restless, yearning for something new. Maybe you're frustrated or bored with the status quo and long to truly live. This card encourages you to stretch out of your comfort zone and go beyond your, quote, normal and do something you've never done before. To dive into the new, to dive into the unknown. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. What's your pattern? What do you keep doing? Hang on, I don't like that. Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Do it differently. Analyze yourself differently. This card said so much to me just about like life in general, right? That Virgo season might be the time to take that leap that has been brewing with this Mars in Gemini, with this Jupiter-Mars conjunction in Gemini. I've been talking about, you've been brewing up this idea and it, like maybe Virgo season is the time to take action towards it, especially after Mercury finishes his retrograde on August 28th. Let me take a look at the shadow. When is Mercury done with his shadow? Is September 11th. So after September 11th, you might feel more clear, which is still Virgo season. Advice for analyzing ourselves, though. This is, you could use this new adventure as a means to analyze yourself. Oh my God, I need a specific example and I'm trying to come up with one. Analyze yourself through the assumption that you have already taken this leap. Analyze yourself through talking to people who have made this type of leap. I like that. Listen to people, talk to people, right? Even find like teachers, people that you can follow, influencers who have done the thing that you want to do. and use that as like a backboard as you analyze yourself. Yeah, I like that. Melinda loves this. Me too. Me too. Hello, Linda. Sophia said, honestly, we all do that. You just do it on stage, leading by example while going through it. Love you. Yeah, love you too, Sophia. Thank you. I wasn't like questioning that. I was questioning how much I want to talk about at the end of today's session. Goodbye, Matthew. Have a wonderful evening. Amy, I have been building me so freaking hard. I've decided that I will not let anything stop me from my growth, and I am me. Sophia, you might feel like a change is coming. Doesn't even cut it. This feeling has been massive. Nicole asked my mom to send me a rainbow this morning. Your last 2 sessions, a rainbow has appeared on a card. I chose card 1 and 2, but maybe 3 is my card. Well, maybe card 1 and 2 was for you and card 3 was just from your mom. Sage, moving in with my partner for the first time, and I bet you're analyzing the hell out of that. I don't know. Maybe you are a calm person and I'm just jealous of you. Amy has court for your children's adoption on 9/11. That gives me peace to know it's going to be amazing. Tell the universe how you want it to go. Script it out. And do so with the desire intention, not the want intention. The desire intention is, this is how I desire that things work out. However, I trust that it's going to work out in my highest good. It's going to work out in a way that serves me and my highest potential. If you do it in the sense of, this is what I want, and if it doesn't work out this way, everything's gonna fall apart. Everything's gonna suck if it doesn't work out this way. That's so much fear. Do you see the difference? Advice for analyzing ourselves during Virgo season. Tell the universe exactly how you want it to play out. Share with people and intake other people's perspectives. Use it as a bounce off point. And maybe Virgo season is the time for you to just leap, to do something, to rip the Band-Aid, to take that first step into this Mars and Gemini acting on this idea that you've had for a long time. Tell the universe exactly how you want it to work out. Yeah, the more I do that, the more I prove to myself that I can manifest whatever the hell I want. The more I focus on, oh my God, how is this going to work out? What do I have to do to control the situation? What do I have to do? You're limiting yourself. You just say, hey, this is what I want. Montserrat just made the leap, and you're excited for a new chapter. Lovely. Lovely. Matthew likes that card. It really got you thinking. Good. That's my intention. I'm here to trigger people, and I'm fully aware of that. We're going to ask one more question to one more deck. We're going to use the Animal Apothecary deck to ask for how to relieve mental tension and pressure this week. Specifically this week, we got that Mars, Venus square in 2 mutable signs that are both ruled by Mercury. We got Mercury retrograde. We got Mars and Jupiter in Gemini. How to relieve the mental tension and pressure this week. Sage got some headaches going on. Yeah, we can use this for physical manifestations like headaches. We could use it for just cycling thoughts. So feel free to send your energy into this deck. How to relieve the mental tension and pressure this week. One last card for everybody. Today's been awesome. Oh, here's another rainbow for whoever's mom is sending rainbows. I know it's not a traditional, but close enough. If you guys have been enjoying today's session, if you'd like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they're always so super appreciated. Actually, I wanted to call out Karen. I don't even know if Karen's here today, but she got Piston some treats, and I meant to give him a treat today, but he's right here. She got us some bully sticks. So thank you. If you could only see him, Piston's my big white dog who no longer has a couch back here. He's sitting right by Mama. That was so cute. He was sleeping and I dropped that right in front of his face, and I love waking him up to treats. It's like the cutest thing ever. If you guys want to send any sort of donation, I always do a book dive using the 2 books that we used today for you. So I'll hop in and give you a specific message, a couple sentences. If you don't want to donate on Insight Timer, I also have PayPal and Venmo links in my Insight Timer bio. And that's it. Your support is super appreciated. You help me do the work that I'm doing, and I can give more. So thank you guys very, very much. This is perfect. It's always perfect. Oh, you can't see him. He just took his treat and walked away. I'm actually gonna enjoy this in the other room. Does anyone else's dog do that? You give him a treat and they're like, I'm going to enjoy this in a different space. So we asked the Animal Apothecary deck how to relieve mental tension and pressure this week. Melinda and Christy, thank you girls so much for your donations. The card that came out for all of us is card number 20. You are what you think. And this comes from Flamingo. Okay, so just a reminder of the first card. You are what you think. It's happening. It's already happening. Flamingo is not born pink. She takes on her color because of the pink krill she eats in a clear depiction of you are what you eat. She appears in your reading now to say, you are what you think. My God, this is spot on. The medicine of this card requires a profound amount of discipline toward the way you think. The true importance of our thoughts is demonstrated by quantum physics, which reveals that what we feel and think greatly affects our reality. Our thoughts create a wave of energy that is then mirrored back to us in material form with a delayed response. This means that you do not instantly get what you think, but if you feel and believe something for long enough, you will see that belief mirrored back to you at a future point in time. Flamingo asks, what inner narrative are you nourishing? Does the image in your mind produce an outcome or of fulfillment or defeat? Flamingo's medicine suggests scripting for altering and transforming your inner beliefs. Scripting is the process of rewriting your story to program your subconscious with a new, more profound understanding of your existence. You will need to acquire a journal and dedicate at least 5 to 10 minutes every night to write out your new reality. Scripting before bed sets up your subconscious to have these ideas implemented while sleeping. Scripting is easy and fun. It's writing out the reality you intend to happen as if it has already happened. For example, one may state, I am so excited I created my own business and it happened so easily. I am connecting with people on such deep levels. I'm so grateful I found the person of my dreams, ... Scripting is intentional brainwashing. Scripting is intentional brainwashing. And after about a month of scripting every night, you will see your world totally shift into your new story. Shut the front door. As I was reading this, I'm like, man, maybe I'll dedicate myself for 1 month to script at night. And it was 5555 on the timer when I said that. Oh, give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. My goodness. Okay, how to relieve mental tension and pressure? Tell the universe what you want. Pretend that it has already happened. It's 9/11 right now, which is the day that Mercury retrograde moves out of his shadow. So I wonder, about a month. I know it's 10 days less than a month, but maybe that is the day that you start to see these things go your way a little bit more. My God. Do you feel this also? Because my God. How to relieve mental tension and pressure. Just speak about your life as if you already have everything that you desire and like dedicate yourself to doing it. Dedicate yourself to doing it. Intentionally brainwash yourself. Jeez. Because yeah, the thoughts that you're having now are creating your future. So if you are worried that you're going to turn into XYZ way of life, you can check yourself now. Are you treating yourself like XYZ life right now? Or are you treating yourself like you're the greatest person ever? Did you know that you're the shit? I'm the shit. You're the shit. Everyone is great. And all you got to do is convince yourself of that, because that is what it is. That is what it is. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Do we even need cards anymore? Sophia, oh, I love them, girl, but you are the oracle. You know, Sophia, thank you so much. These are my trigger, right? These give me a topic to talk about. Yeah. What else are you guys talking about? This is incredible. Sophia, it's paraphrasing what you just shared. Yeah. Vicky, shut up. It recommends scripting. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys noticed my reaction when I first opened to this card. This is the second page, and the first word up here is scripting. And I saw that when I was flipping to this, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So that was great. Was that actually on the card? Yes. Christine, truly amazing that this card came out, and that's the exact example. Wow, Lucy, these sessions are incredible. Lori, wow, yes, I want to try that. Cool. Okay, so that is Virgo season and Venus square Mars. Script what you want. Tell the universe exactly what it is that you want, because it always happens. It always happens. Timeline is out of your hands, okay? The timeline is out of your control. This is how you build trust. You start writing about things, and then they start to happen. Bounce your ideas off of other people with a grain of salt. And take the leap. Take the leap. Script as if you have already taken the leap, okay? Tracy, thank you so much for your donation. Untamo, hello, first time here. Well, let me tell you, we just wrapped up the whole thing. This is being recorded. It will be on my YouTube channel if you'd like to relearn about the astrology and get the full descriptions of the cards. But this is, it's time. It's time. It's time. This is scary for me, but I'm going to serve as an example for all of y'all. And this is when I'm going to tell you, oh my God, like what's actually happening in my life. Wow. Okay. It's a big deal for me. And this has all come from scripting. This has all come from asking the universe for what I want. I'm about to start bawling. All right. So Jacqui's still married. Jacqui hasn't signed divorce papers yet. Jacqui is married. Jacqui has been married for 3 years, with this man for 7. This was an intense relationship of me figuring out who I am, what I want, setting my boundaries, getting clear on me. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It's exactly what I needed to get me to where I am right now. And I spent years asking the universe for my relationship with my husband to become everything that I wanted it to be. I was focusing on the qualities of man that I wanted him to be, the qualities of a relationship that I wanted to receive, the qualities of how I felt in my day-to-day life, okay? Kept scripting, kept hoping, kept working on my marriage, kept pushing away external attention as well, right? I am focused on this is my man. Okay, we're going to make this happen because it's happening. Then I went to Denver. You guys remember that monumental Denver trip? God, this is real life. This is happening. This sucks to say out loud. This doesn't. I'm just embarrassed, I guess. So when I was in Denver, I was there for my cousin's bachelor party, and I'm close with my cousin. I think I've determined that my cousin Joe is my twin flame, because the twin flame is not supposed to be your romantic partner necessarily. A twin flame is just the opposite, the split soul of you. And I feel like he and I am the feminine version and he is the masculine version, and a lot of things lined up in our life. So that's part of this. Cousin Joe has had this best friend for 20 years. Okay, so this guy has been around here and there for 20 years. About 4 years ago, I recognized like there's energy between me and Matt. There's energy here. I don't know what it is, but there's something. However, I'm married. I got Paul. So then I was in Denver this time, and it became extremely obvious and apparent that everything I was scripting that Paul would become is Matt. Literally everything. And it freaked me out. I want my marriage. I've signed contracts with this man. I've committed myself to this man. I took vows to this man. I'm supposed to be here. Mental, I'm supposed to be here. So after a series of events, in extreme respect and boundaries, mind you, okay, I had to self-express to Matt. I don't know why I'm feeling these things, but oh my God, is all of this coming up? I understand the situation that I'm in. I'm married. I don't know what's happening. This is what's happening. It's so strong. It's so incredibly crazy. And he responds with, well, damn, I feel the exact same way. Go work on your relationship, Jacqui. Go do what you got to do. I'll be here. No rush. You take care of you. I want you to figure it out with Paul. I want you to go do that. And I was like, wow, this man is fucking great. He takes care of me. He wants me to figure out my life. So I went home, tried to figure it out with my husband. And like, when you know, you know. And I knew it was not, it's done. It's done. It's so done. And then the astrology that was happening, particularly for me at that time, so done. So that's my life. That's where this RV dream came from as well. I have this like support that is going to help me do this. Like I'm planning on being in an RV with this Matt guy for some time. Wow. And I didn't want to share that with people because I didn't want anyone's opinion to get in my mind about like, are you sure don't you want to be by yourself for some time, Jacqui? Don't you want to heal from your marriage? Don't you want to figure out what you want? Yeah, I did that. I've done that for the last particularly 4 years. And I got very clear on what I wanted and what I needed. And I connected with myself so much during that marriage. And I know what I want. And I've asked the universe for what I want. And I was waiting for it to come in my current reality. Poof, it just showed up on the other side. So I didn't want to hear it from people. I didn't want other people's opinions on what I was doing with my life. And I felt it out myself and I navigated it myself. And I was going all through desire, because the mind can sabotage, right? If I would have followed my mind, these are the rules of life, Jacqui. You married that guy. You should work on that. Bitch, I've been working on it and it wasn't right for me. It wasn't right for me. I deserve to be happy. I wasn't placed on this earth to fix everybody else, to support everybody else. Sometimes I need support. So that's what's happening. This is why I haven't been telling you guys where I'm coming from. When I used to start my lives like, oh, Jacqui Mancuso, joining you guys from Northern Illinois. And then I don't, like, I was supposed to move in with my sister, and all of my stuff is at my sister's house. And I'm just here with Matt. I'm just here. I'm in it. I'm in it. And I think I'm a little embarrassed of being in it. I think I'm a little in my head about what I'm doing. So that's where all of this like mental energy is coming from. And then let me tell you guys as well, because multiple people have told me that old Jacqui came back after Denver. Multiple followers have told me that a rebirth occurred after Denver. And let me tell you what has happened to my readings after Denver is I started making them so incredibly personal to what's happening in my life, because I feel now that I am more tapped in because I'm following my heart. I am not following my head. I am living through my heart, and that has made my readings so much more accurate for the whole. And I feel it from you guys. I feel it from myself. I like get chills during these readings all the time. And then here, let me tell you as well. Okay, so the scripting thing as well. So my thing right now is like, what's happening with my divorce? What's going to happen, right? Me and Paul are not talking right now. He's giving me the silent treatment at the moment, and that's fine. I get it. It's a big deal. So I'm in my head like, well, what is he doing? Is he going to try to screw me over? Is he doing something else, you know? And then I pulled my cards, and my cards were like, just tell me what you want. Just tell me what you want. And so that's exactly what I did. And I actually spoke that one. I was walking my dog the other morning, and I was just like, this is what I want to come out of the divorce, and this is how I want my life to look in the future, and this is the kind of relationship I want to maintain with my husband. And other things, right? Like this new life that I'm trying to create in this RV, like I'm just scripting it. I've scripted it multiple times. It's going to happen, and I know it's going to happen. So yeah, that was really interesting that today was the day that I'm like, oh, by the way, guys, this is what I got from these cards. Oh, card number 1 made me think of partnership. And then here's the good luck card. It's happening. It's good. This is more validation that like, I'm fine. What I'm doing right now is fine. And then card number 3 was the edge, the leap. Just leap, Jacqui, just do it. Go ahead, share it, tell it, live it. And there's your... I don't like secrets, but I do like timing. So if you guys have felt that I was like withholding something, that's what's happening. There's my life. This was very vulnerable to put on the public stage, but I do recognize that I am now a public figure. Like I have influence, right? And I want you guys to learn from my story to find your own courage within you that you are going to be okay. Look to the people who have what you want to learn how to get there. That's what I've done. I watch people who have what I want, and if they can have it, that is proof that I can have it. There's so many comments coming through. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna reread these. Like I actually want to go back and reread all of these. I don't want to take up your time, and I actually can't go back past 7 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna read through these afterwards today. So that's cat's out of the bag. I feel so good having shared all of that, and like, man, if I have to walk my own talk, I was just telling you guys to alleviate this Venus-Mars tension, you got to communicate. So here we go. This has been just an incredible experience for me, and I'm learning a lot through this person, through Matt. Okay, he's exactly what I need right now. And it's just so we talk and there's no added feelings, and it feels just so mature and adult and safe and easy and comfortable and protected to just, hey, I'm feeling this. Hey, you kind of pissed me off the other day. Oh, okay. And then we go and we think about it, And then we come back with resolutions, and it's just so good. And it's... Melinda, hello to Matt. So I'm joining you guys from the northwest suburbs. I've been hanging out in the northwest suburbs of Illinois. And I gotta trust that everything is always working out in alignment with my highest good. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's great. Yeah, I'm gonna reread these comments to see what you guys are saying, but I really do appreciate your acceptance. Acceptance is huge. And I also want to apologize to all of you for the last few months. Oh my God, like I want to cry right now. The last few months I've been kind of putting it on you guys that I don't feel supported, and I'm sorry because that wasn't for you, that was me in my own life. Wow. I wasn't feeling supported in my own life, and I was looking for all the possibilities of where this like lack of support was coming from, and I've vented to you guys about being frustrated about being on Insight Timer and not receiving what I deserve, and it was not for you guys, that was for my own life. So I'm sorry if I made you guys feel a certain way for saying that you guys weren't like giving enough for me, or like I didn't feel like I was receiving enough from you guys. I don't want you guys to feel that, because I do love sharing all of this, and I just want to be here and share all the time. So that's it. I'm taking time for me to heal myself so I can be the best teacher for you guys, because that's what I really want to do. Wow, this feels so good to get out. We accept you and knew you didn't mean harm. You always have the best of intentions. Thanks for seeing that. Thanks for seeing that. I'm going to go through a massive healing process. That was a massive detachment where I'm coming from. I love you guys. I love you guys a lot. Okay? I have a lot of love to give. So thank you for being here, and thank you for loving me. I'll be back here on Insight Timer on Monday. And, oh shoot, yeah, next week I'm here 4 times. We're gonna do some shadow work together next week, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm here to do my normal astrology, so you get 3 Jacqui astrology oracles next week. Wow. And then on Thursday as well, it's a little bit later. Thursday is at 9 o'clock Central, so 45 minutes later than normal. We're gonna come do some shadow work together. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm gonna go with it intuitively. We're gonna do it in the moment. I'm gonna see what we all need, and we're gonna work through accepting parts of ourselves that we don't necessarily love, and wowza. So yeah, I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Holy shit. I'm gonna take the weekend to let go of these emotions. Thank you guys for letting me share this with you. Thank you for receiving me. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for whatever donations came through. Super appreciated. Love you guys. Sending love to all. Namaste. I'll see you a whole bunch next week.